We're going to continue writing hyperbolas in vertex form. One reason that we know it's a hyperbola is when either the x squared or the y squared is negative. In this case, it looks like neither is negative, but notice that they're on opposite sides of the equal sign. So I'm going to bring the x squared over, and I get the 5y squared plus 10y minus 4x squared plus 32x is equal to 79. I'm going to factor out a 5 out of the y's, and I get 5y squared plus 2y. I'm going to factor out a negative 4. I get x squared minus 8x is equal to 79. Now I'm going to complete the square. So I'm going to take the 2, divide it by 2 and square it, and that gives me a 1. I'm going to take the negative 8, I'm going to divide it by 2 to get negative 4. I'm going to square it, and that gives me 16. I'm going to set that equal to 79 plus, if we're looking closely, we have the 1 and the 5, which gives us a 5. And we have the negative 4 and the 16, which gives us minus 64. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to factor it. So I have 5y plus 1 squared minus 4x minus 4 squared. That's equal to 20. Now, just like an ellipse, I'm going to set it equal to 1. So I'm dividing both sides by 20. And what I get is y plus 1 squared over 4 minus x minus 4 squared over 5 is equal to 1. Looking at letter D, one thing I notice about letter D is that they're all divisible by 4. So just to save myself some time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide them all by 4 first. And that gives me x squared equals 2y squared plus 10x minus 4y is plus 1. I'm going to bring everything over to the left, and I get x squared minus 10x. Then I have minus 2y squared plus 4y, and that's equal to 1. My next step is I'm going to complete the square. So I have x squared minus 10x plus 25. Divide this by 2 and square it. With the y's, I factor out a negative 2, and I get y squared minus 2y. If I complete the square, I divide this by 2 and square it to get a 1, and that's equal to 1. Now, because I added the 25, I'm going to add the 25. Because I added the 1, if there's a negative 2 in front, that would be negative 2. That right there is equal to 24. I'm going to factor my first trinomial, x minus 5 squared. I'm going to factor my second one, y minus 1 squared. Once again, I'm going to set it equal to 1, so I'm going to divide by 24. And I get x minus 5 squared over 24 minus y minus 1 squared over 12. That's equal to 1.